Yeah.
Hey. Okay, today's a very important lesson because I'm teaching you how to cite your sources, not just on your source citation list, which is what you've been doing, but now that citation has to carry into the actual writing of your essay. Because you need to let me know, let any of your readers know, what information in your essay came from what source on your source citation list. They have to know that. So that number system that you have in place right now,
don't walk over here,
for keeping your track of what source and what information match. Why are you so giggly?
I don't want to be in the video, just stay over there.
Says the one who talks all through class and seems to love the attention. Your number system is what tells you right now what information came from what source. But after today, you're going to have an in-text citation written on the bottom of each note card that tells you what information came from what source. It's a little bit of a tedious process, but it has to happen because inevitably every year students forget about this or they just decide not to do it because they don't think it's valuable, and then they lose a whole bunch of points on the final project. And I don't want that to happen to any of you. So, first and foremost, right here, all the sources that are on your source citation list need to be copied and or pasted from databases or EasyBib, which most of you have done. If you found a source on a database, you copied and pasted the citation that was included. Perfect. If you found something from the wide open web or you had a book that you cited through EasyBib, you copied and pasted that citation onto your source citation list. If you have any just URLs copied and pasted that you have not taken time to cite through EasyBib, that needs to happen before you can create your in-text citation. So that's step one. But most of you have that done. So we can move to step two, which involves looking at the very back of your packet. The very back. This is an example works cited page. I believe there are 9 sources listed on it. And you'll notice some of the formatting is in alphabetical order. There's a hanging indent. It's double spaced. There's no extra space between each entry. It's all just a clean double space. Yours will also be formatted like this eventually. We'll get to that in a couple of weeks. Hey Jude, top left drawer.
Is it eventually or eventually?
Eventually. What did I say? Eventually. Eventually. That's how it's spelled. On this list though, on this practice one, this example one, I want you to physically do something for me. I want you to put parentheses around the farthest left part of the citation, the part that sticks out farther toward the left margin. So on the first one, it'll be Allen. On the second one, it would be Baker. On the third one, it's something with a D.
Dan Hoff.
Dan Hoff. Down toward the bottom, are you struggling with the stapler? Have you stapled before? Okay? Okay.
What are we writing?
Putting parentheses around whatever comes farthest to the left.
What about the
Allen.
bottom?
Allen. Put parentheses around it. Okay.
What about the bottom?
What are we doing?
And Baker?
What do we do at the bottom? There's not a name.
What about Baker?
Put parentheses around Baker.
What about Dan
Put
Hoff?
parentheses around Dan Hoff.
Demery?
Yep, same thing.
Drown?
Catching the pattern?
I have no idea what we're doing.
Hold up.
Okay, what about the bottom?
What are we putting parentheses around?
Yeah, because then it
What
says
do you do at the bottom
historical.
when there's not a name? Folks, you put the parentheses around whatever comes
So-
first by the left-hand margin, so it would be the whole title.
Historical, whatever, browser, University of Virginia, Liberty, Library.
Historical census browser, close quote. From historical to browser.
What about for the next one? Hurt?
Hurt. For the
Or
next
Hurt
one,
R. Douglas?
nope, just hurt.
Alright.
For the next one,
Lorraine.
Lorraine. For the
Lorraine.
next one, from Morrill till
What
1862.
about mine?
And you include the quotation marks.
Dang.
So on your own source citation list now, the one on your screen, even though it's not formatted correctly, you can still look down the list and figure out what is gonna go in parentheses in your paper. So here for you, Ms. Stephanie, for this first one, for your source number 3, you're gonna do immigrant experience, quotes and parentheses. For number 4, you'll do the immigrant visa process, the whole thing. For the 5th one, immigrant. For the 6th one, it'll be your grandma's last name.
Yeah.
So
Once I do the whole
exactly, and then you'll have one for the email from Mr. DeLange too.
Yeah, that's, this is the one. That's the one.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
I
we
cite
did.
that one with you? Okay. Then it would just be the immigration.
Immigration.
title. Yep.
Do we do that right now? Or
No, don't do it there. That's where your note cards come into play. So we've just run through a quick practice.